Hello and welcome to this video. I'm going to review my experience working as a cleaner for Caredig. It is basically a social housing association based in South Wales. I worked in one of their retirement residential block based in Hazel Court, Sketty. This was a vast sprawling complex made up of different apartments for people over the age of 55, and they would also had additional facilities there, such as a hairdresser and a restaurant. The restaurant had really limited hours. It was typically open between 10 to 3 in the afternoon, and I would basically be assigned to an area within the sprawling complex. Uh, they typically would expect you to clean like the public toilets, the offices of admin and clerical staff, all the corridors, the staircases, the laundry room. They also had a library, a classroom, a staff kitchen, and since they have some vulnerable residents there with disabilities or extras in need of extra support, you would also have to go and clean their flats, and they would typically have to pay Caredig a fee for that. But we were ultimately responsible for that. I was part of a team of cleaners, and the main man, the manager responsible for the cleaning department, was an European person who had a lot of experience working with the company, and he was really welcoming and friendly. But at the same time, because the building was so big, there was also he told me episodes where people would go in, they would look around, see how much cleaning needed to be done, and they would basically, not pretty much never return to the job the day after, But I tend to be somebody who's resilient, who tries to do their best, and so I stayed for a few weeks. And there was also, the issue with pay. It was just minimum wage, and there was no like perks like bonuses and anti-social hour pay. So we were basically only earning whatever it was that you were working, and there was limited career prospects. Obviously, the job was quite monotonous and mundane because cleaning is not really an aspirational role. I mean, the staff tended to be locals, and there was also some foreigners, and they were all quite friendly and approachable. The cleaning tasks were quite manageable, and the other staff, like there was a lot of social workers there. They just mostly were polite. You could have like a friendly conversation with them. They were really open and approachable, and that's something that's always a bonus. And because you don't want to go in a workplace where people kind of ignore you because they don't see you as a person of interest, or maybe that somebody that they can it's kind of like not really important for them for their career. Sometimes it does happen, that some people kind of ignore you, and everybody's always going to be friendly, but that's fine. You're there to deliver on your objectives and goals. Um, but yeah, the style of the building is quite high. It's quite modern, although it's kind of far from everything else. There's no real shops in the vicinity, so you have to either walk a distance or you have to have a car. And some people, residents in particular, with limited mobility, they would order food deliveries and online groceries. So you would typically see a Sainsbury's, a Tesco one van stationed there in the mornings, afternoon, delivering the shopping. But would I recommend working there at Caredig? I mean, obviously, it's social housing. They're on a restricted budget, so the salaries aren't gonna be, above market rate. So you have to expect like a normal salary. But if you're somebody who wants job stability, a relaxed, welcoming workplace, then I would recommend that you try Caredig. But if you're looking to maximize your earning potential, it's probably best that you look elsewhere. But let me know what your experience is working at Caredig. I would be also happy to help with any questions that you have in relation to a job application or experience in working there. Thank you.